Well, almost. Today is the 3rd.
I'm celebrating all weekend.
Alright.
Good morning, Vietnam.
America. Good morning, this is Kevin.
And I'm Nathan, and we are headed to Omaha.
Yes, it is very, very early. We woke up at about 1:30 in the morning because we are going to embark on a 7-hour drive. Right now it's about 2 o'clock, so it's almost time to leave.
This is our 7th year of an annual tradition to go to a different state for the 4th of July.
Yes, and why did we decide to go to Nebraska?
I chose Nebraska because this year the 4th of July is on a Sunday, and Omaha is just close enough to Chicago that you can do a quick drive there and back. We didn't even have to leave right after work, so
Yes.
pretty convenient.
But first, coffee. It's still quite dark outside.
And if you're not from the US, no worries. We are here in Chicagoland in the state of Illinois. We need to drive west, drive through Iowa, and cross the Missouri River. Once we do that, we'll be in Omaha, which is in the state of Nebraska.
Oh my gosh, do you see that?
What?
It's a cornfield. Another
Scared
one.
me. We almost got into a car accident because of him. We made it to Omaha. We just finished breakfast. We stopped at a coffee shop. Was supposed to be popular, but I wasn't really impressed. Did you like it?
I got some plastic in my drink.
Yes.
So I can't say that I loved it. I think it was from the ice cream because I got like a gelato espresso thing.
If I am not mistaken, this could be the tallest building in Omaha. We're walking because it seems like there isn't any free parking here. So we just parked where we stopped to get breakfast and then we just left the car there.
They do have an app, I think it was Omaha Park, and it is $1.25 an hour, so it's really not that bad. The city looks nice and presentable. It's definitely a good place to go when it's sunny out. I mean, I feel chipper just walking around the city here.
He was going to fall into one of these. We parked at a meter spot, and usually most places will have free parking during the weekend or holidays, but today's Saturday. It doesn't seem like it was free, so just consider that.
I would say it doesn't seem like it was free since I had to pay for it. I think that would make it obvious that it was not free.
Another thing that you notice right away is that the city is pretty empty. We are the only ones walking here. That's a nice high school.
The Joslyn Art Museum, and it is free to visit, so that is exciting.
Oh my god, the museum has an American Art Deco exhibition. That is one of my favorite architecture styles. And also this building seems to be Art Deco itself. This water is wild. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get wet. It's spraying the sidewalk. Alright, and then I have this one. I feel like I am in a video game. I survived the water. If it would have been a video game, I probably wouldn't have survived the lava. Coming to the Joslin Art Museum is free, but if you want to go to one of the special exhibits that they have, tickets are $10. So today we are doing the American Art Deco exhibit. I am very excited. the architecture nerd in me is very excited with the Art Deco. This is a nice piece. When I saw this was going to be an Art Deco exhibition, I thought we were going to see architecture, but it seems like it's pretty much all of the design, like household items, clothes, paintings. They do have some cool artifacts here. For example, this radio. That looks like a little Android, but it is for you to put your cigars. This looks like a train, but it is a vacuum. What did you think about the museum?
I thought the museum was nice, especially for being for being a free museum. I did feel that the best piece of art was the Art Deco building itself. The insides are very beautiful. It was actually named at one point to be one of the 100 finest buildings in the United States.
I would agree with Nathan. I think the building itself is the most beautiful part of the museum, especially the Art Deco atrium. There are two. The modern part of the building, which is beautiful, but also the Art Deco part of the building, which I thought was amazing. Where are we going now?
We're going to Kitchen Table for some lunch.
Yum. We can't complain that we have to walk because they do have these scooters all over the place, but we just choose not to use them. However, it is important to know that walking is the best way to experience the city. There's lunch.
Tell me about your first experience in Nebraska.
My first experience in Nebraska. Well, we were driving through Iowa. It was just cornfield after cornfield, and then we crossed the river, and all of a sudden we were in the city. So I think it was a huge change, but the city looks nice. It's kind of dead right now, but I think it's because it's the weekend. So
We are at Kitchen Table, and I ordered the whole bird. I'm a bit nervous about what that means because I don't want a full chicken on a sandwich. So we'll see. I imagine that's not going to be the case, but
all right, food just got here. Here is my Wagyu beef, and he didn't get a whole chicken.
I'm excited. It does have an egg and some other fun things. I'm mostly excited about this popcorn as a side. What is this? I love popcorn.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's exciting.
I'm curious what this seasoning is on it. It looks good.
Yeah. Looks kind of like Cajun or something. I think lunch was a redemption from breakfast this morning. My burger was good. The only problem is that it just disintegrated, so I had to eat it as a salad, which actually was an option. They told me that I could get it as a salad or everything on top of quinoa. So I decided to just get the burger, but I ended up getting a salad. We are now on our way to the next museum. That's the Durham Museum here in Omaha. The expectation is that we're gonna see some history, but we don't know what kind of history.
Guess that's the mystery.
Yeah, that's a mystery. There's my car, it's still there, and there are no tickets, so that's a good sign, right? On our way to the museum, we found this little garden area. It's called the Sacred Seed Pop-Up. They have a nice downtown, it's very walkable. beautiful Art Deco building behind me used to be the old train station here at Omaha. But they like to repurpose buildings, so today it is the Durham Museum of History. Let's go inside.
Kevin is waiting to buy tickets at the Durham Museum, but what I don't think he realizes is that those people are not real, so he's never going to get anywhere in line. I'm here at the Durham Museum, which is a museum of history here in Omaha. This used to be the train station from 1931 until 1971. What you see here is exactly what the train station would have looked like in 1931. Below is the museum. Kevin now has his tickets, but needs to wait for his train. All of a sudden, Kevin decided he's a sociable person. I do not know this guy. Kevin is the nosy type, so let's see how he handles this situation. Definitely not social distancing. There's plenty of bench. And, well, they must be vaccinated.
We found platform 9 3/4, and this train looks very happy.
Yes, so they work together for sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Do we even lift?
Do I even, well, it's learning. You gotta do the pushing to do the pulling. Push to pull, push to pull, push to pull. It's really cool how it's doing it. So as the pressure builds up over here, then the pressure is going to loosen up over here, and then the pressure is going to build up over here, and it's just going to keep going back and forth. And it's a constant battle of pressure with the steam, and the steam is going to keep pushing those wheels. Yeah, how exciting. So Kevin is confident that this is how he's getting home, which means I can take the car and run.
What took you so long?
The people who ran the train, the conductor and the brakeman and the engineer, they'd all stay in the caboose, which is odd because the caboose was the most dangerous place to be, because it was at the end of the train and had the most slack action. You can see the old train yard out there.
This really makes me want to go back to San Francisco.
Little trolley cars. This actually reminds me of Tampa, because this is kind of what they look like in Tampa. And I know the ones in Tampa were borrowed from retired cars from around the country, which is really cool.
Let's deliver some electricity to town. It says try using your elbow to push buttons. So, did I deliver? I don't think so.
Oh, but no, look behind you.
Oh, there it
We
is.
do have electricity coming to town. Oh, but it's gone. Just like that.
Alright. So if you look up there, you'll see all the trains, and then they have little spots where they're parked, kind of. And then let's turn them around. Ooh, nice.
So this is how we would pick which trains get to come out and get them on their merry way.
There is something like that right in downtown Toronto. So if you're ever there, make sure to look out for that. So right here, you will find my dining room.
Oh, This is fancy.
Yeah, I can sit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people here.
Yep.
But it's probably only gonna be me, so. I've seen plenty of movies and video games that show this, so I'm kind of getting scared here.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of maybe Resident Evil 0 or something of that sort.
Do you want wine for 75 cents? This hallway right here is very tight. We just came out of the Durham Museum. It was an amazing museum. I highly recommend it. The building itself is beautiful. The atrium is amazing. It is beautifully designed in an Art Deco style. And downstairs, they have the museum itself. So what do you think, Nathan?
The train station itself was super snazzy, great renovations.
Yes.
But the museum was also pretty cool. I learned quite a bit. And I liked touring the trains themselves, the little train cars. That was cool. And Kevin was particularly fond of one snooze fest of an exhibit. If you want to go into that.
Yes, it was an exhibit by James Cameron. It was about the Challenger Deep, which is the deepest point of the Mariana Trench. So that was very exciting, and in case you didn't know, James Cameron is the director of the 1990s movie Titanic. A fun fact about that is that Titanic is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I was very excited to see some props from the movie.
It's one of my favorite movies too. One of my favorite movies to fall asleep to.
I got to see the heart of the ocean, the mirror that she used, and all of these other props that you see in the movie. And if you've seen the movie, there are documentary shots that show you what the Titanic looks like right now. While some of them are real, there are a lot of shots that were filmed using this model, smoke, and lights. Do you recognize these? Well. In the movie, they make it seem like Jack Dawson is the one that's drawing these, but in reality, it was James Cameron that made them. And here are some of the clothes they wore in the movie. I was very excited in that whole exhibition. And if you like this video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. It's free. We'll see you on the next one.